Hello, and welcome to this power packed session on large language models or LLMs. In the next 5 minutes, we will uncover how these models have revolutionized the way machines understand and generate language. Before we dive in, here is a quick thought. Have you ever wondered how tools like chatbots, translation systems, or even virtual assistants understand what you're saying? Keep that question in mind as we explore the fascinating world of LLMs. Ready? Let's jump right in. Let's kick things off by looking at where LLMs are making waves. Imagine tools that generate content, like writing stories, coding, or even crafting blogs. Then there is customer support, where chatbots answer your queries instantly. LLMs also play a pivotal role in medical research by summarizing complex studies. Here is something to think about as we go along. What's that one task you do regularly that could be made easier with an AI assistant? Keep that idea in mind as we continue. You might just find your answer. Now, let's travel back in time to see how these LLMs evolved. We started with rule based models like Eliza. Remember her? She could only respond in pre programmed ways. Then came statistical models like n-grams that used probabilities to predict the next word. Neural networks stepped in to take things up a notch, followed by sequence to sequence models. Here is a fun example. Imagine you say, my tea tastes dash. What word comes next? A model like RNN might say, great. But what if you said, the milk is bad, my tea tastes dash? It would still say, great. Oops, that's because early models struggled with context. So let's find out how we solved this challenge. Here is where things got tricky for early models. They couldn't understand context or ambiguity. Take this sentence. I took my money to the bank. Are we talking about financial bank or a river bank? Or this one. The teacher taught the student with the book. Whose book are we referring to? The teachers or the students? Think about how you as a human can easily figure this out based on the conversation. Early models couldn't do that. But with self attention mechanisms, everything is changed. Let's see how. Self attention is the secret sauce behind modern LLMs. It works like this. Imagine reading a book and mentally highlighting the most important words. Self attention lets the model focus on the words that matter most, ignoring irrelevant ones. For example, in the sentence, the teacher taught the student with the book. Self attention helps the model connect teacher and taught, making it clear what's happening. Here is something to ponder. What sentence would you give to test if a machine truly understands context? Think about it as we move ahead. Now, let's talk about the sheer scale of these models. Take BERT. For instance, it has 110 million parameters. These parameters are like tiny connections that help the model process language. But wait, modern models have billions of parameters. That's like packing an entire library of knowledge into one brain. Incredible, right? Now think about this. What would you do if you had a billion neurons working on solving your problems? Hold on to that thought. It'll make you appreciate these models even more. Let's decode how LLMs work. When you interact with an LLM, your input goes into a context window. This window has a limit. It can only handle so many words or tokens at a time. Imagine trying to fit a big idea into a small sticky note. That's what happens when the context window is too small. Here is a question to think about. What kind of information would you prioritize if you had to explain something in just a few sentences? That's the challenge LLMs face every day. And that's a wrap up on our journey into the world of LLMs. From their humble beginnings to their groundbreaking applications, we have seen how they have transformed how machines interact with us. Here is your challenge. Take a moment to think of one task in your daily life where an AI assistant could make a difference. Got it? Great. Now imagine how LLMs could bring that idea to life. Thank you for joining me on this exciting journey. Keep exploring, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next session. Bye for now. Thank you.